5 tiny changes that can make you more productive. Wish you were more productive? Want to stop procrastinating and putting off the things you really need and want to be doing? Join the queue. The good news, though, is that by making very small changes to your routine and workflow, you can actually have a profound impact on your overall productivity. Listen up and let's go through 5 tiny changes that will do just that. 1. Start tomorrow's work. Before you clock off for the day, make a start on tomorrow's work. Starting a new job first thing in the morning is extremely hard. If you've already made a start, on the other hand, it's much easier to dive back into the flow. 2. Make tea and coffee your reward. Many of us waste a surprisingly amount of time on trips to the kitchen. Instead of doing that, make a new rule that you can only enjoy a hot drink once you've answered all your emails, written X amount of words, or completed another goal of your choosing. You'll spend far less time hanging around waiting for the hot water to boil, and you'll be motivated to work faster. 3. Start on the task you most want to do. The hardest part of work is starting to be productive. If your first job is something you hate doing, you'll find yourself putting it off and not being productive. Swap that for something you do want to do, and at least you'll find it easier to get stuck in. 4. Listen to the same tune. Find a piece of music you know extremely well, such as an album, and then play it on repeat while listening to noise-canceling headphones. This is a trick used by Matt Mullenweg of WordPress fame. You'll find that your brain tunes out the music because it knows it so well, effectively creating a form of sensory deprivation. 5. Just start. If it's a blank page that greets you at work and you need to type, code, or enter data, then you might suffer from some form of writer's block. The key to getting over this is to just start writing. You can also go back and perfect it later. But the most important thing is to start doing something. Making these tiny changes to your routine and workflow will collectively make you much more productive. That's what they call Kaizen in Japan. 5 tiny changes that will make you happier. Is happiness something you are either blessed with or not? Or is it something you can work toward like abs? The good news is that in most cases, happiness falls into the latter category. By changing the world around you and your reactions to it, you can become much more content and happy on a daily basis. The key is to start with small changes that are easy to implement. This is what we call Kaizen. 1. Write down 3 things. Start and end your day by writing down 3 things that you are grateful for. This helps to cultivate a gratitude attitude and helps draw our attention to what is good in our life rather than what we are dissatisfied with. 2. Find one way to treat yourself. Even for 10 minutes, find a way to treat yourself. That might mean reading a bit of your book, or it might mean eating something you're excited for. Ideally, pick something that won't cost you anything. Instead of buying a book then, you might find one you already have but haven't read. This has the added bonus of reminding us we already have a lot of things we want and need. 3. Compliment a friend or relative. We often feel better when we do things for other people, and this can be profoundly impactful to our mood for hours to come. While you probably don't have the time or budget to dedicate your life to charity, what you can do is to send a friend a message letting them know you're thinking of them, or to drop a compliment into a conversation with someone. Watch their reaction, it's highly rewarding. 4. Place a picture of your family by the bed and put the TV on in the morning. Reportedly, humans evolved living in small tribes, and that is the setup that makes us psychologically happiest. Most of us are very isolated today, which actually leads to feelings of loneliness and sadness. 5. Smile. Smiling more is something that can make you happier through a psychological process called facial feedback. In short, our mood changes to match our expression. Smile more, and you'll also make those around you happier. This in turn means they'll react to you better, which means you'll have more positive interactions. Next time you're at a cashier, try giving a big warm smile to the attendant. It's small and free, but it makes a big difference for them and you. Do this for just 1 minute a day and your life will change. 1 minute can change your life. Don't believe me? Then you probably haven't heard of Kaizen. This is the very trendy concept of applying minute changes to a workflow or even your life in order to enact a massive, cumulative change. Normally, that means looking at parts of your routine that you can improve, ways to save tiny bits of cash, or ways you can save a little time at work. The result here being that after several months of this, you end up much richer with much more time. But 1 minute? Can even the cumulative effects of 1 minute of effort really do anything for you? In this presentation, you'll see that it can. Here are 4 1-minute habits that can totally transform your life. 1. Make your bed. This small thing starts your day on a positive and productive note and gives you a clean room to come home to. It's ideal for training yourself to adapt good habits. 2. Talk to a stranger. Who knows what you could learn from a random person in 1 minute if you strike up a conversation? Moreover, practicing talking to strangers will make you more social, charismatic, and persuasive. And that's a game changer. 3. Run. Yes, running for 1 minute actually has been shown to have major health benefits. You're not going to lose a ton of weight, but it will strengthen your bones through minor impacts, which in turn can prevent age-related decline. 4. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Many of us have so much to appreciate in life, from our physical possessions to our loved ones to our health. Yet we spend so long just longing for the things we don't have. So write down 3 things you're grateful for every day. This will redirect your attention to those things, such that you feel happier and more content all day long. 5. Breath training. Get yourself a breathing trainer and breathe into it for 1 minute a day. This will strengthen the intercostal muscles that you use to control your lungs and will essentially make you more efficient at breathing. The result? You'll have stronger lungs for cardio, more oxygen will reach your brain, and you'll sleep better. Those are huge benefits for just 1 minute of barely noticeable exercise. So then, it turns out that 1 minute really can change your life. Imagine what you could do with 5.